I gave 5A tools the same task: write a research essay, organize the notes, and fix the final draft. 4 of them gave me something generic. One of them knew my topic, remembered my sources, worked without the internet, and finished the whole thing in minutes. That tool costs less than $9 a month, and most students have never heard of it. So here's the thing: most students are using AI tools the same way. They open a chatbot, paste a paragraph, and ask it to fix the grammar. That is it. But that is not how AI is supposed to work for students. The right tools do not just clean up your sentences. They help you think. They organize your research. They actually understand what you are working on. And right now, there are 5 tools doing this at a level that most people are completely missing. Let me show you all 5. And the last one on this list is going to change the way you think about all the others. Start with this one. It is called Elephas. Now, most AI writing tools work the same way. You type something in, it generates something back. There is no memory. It does not know what you were working on yesterday. Every session starts from zero. Elephas is built differently. It has a feature called Superbrain, and what this does is let you build a personal knowledge base from your own notes and research materials. So instead of the AI guessing what context you need, it already has it. You fed it, it learned it. Watch what happens when you use this for a research paper. You upload your notes, your source documents, your previous drafts. Now, when you ask Elephas to help write the introduction, it is not pulling from some general database. It is pulling from your material. The output reads like you actually did the research. Because you did, and Elephas remembered it. But here's the part that most students miss. Elephas also has an offline mode. It processes locally on your device. That means your notes, your essays, your research, none of it gets sent to a server somewhere. Your data stays with you. For students handling sensitive academic work, that is a serious advantage. And it does not lock you into one AI model either. You can switch between OpenAI, Claude, and Gemini depending on what the task needs. So if one model handles essay structure better and another handles citations better, you can use both inside the same app. Pricing sits at around $9 a month. For everything it does, that is a low number. But Elephas is only part of the picture, because even with a strong writing assistant, research is still messy. You have got PDFs everywhere, articles saved in 10 different tabs, notes that make no sense 2 days later. There is a free tool that fixes exactly that, and it does something with your documents that honestly shocked me the first time I saw it. It is called Notebook LM, and it is from Google. The basic version of this tool lets you upload your source documents and ask it questions about them. That alone is useful, but the new features go much further. Go to the Studio panel inside your notebook. You will see an option called Mind Map. Click that and watch what it builds. It scans every document you uploaded and creates a visual map showing how all the concepts connect to each other. So instead of reading through a 40-page paper, looking for the part that connects to your thesis, you click a node on the map and it takes you straight there, with the source quote attached. There is also a data table feature. If you need to compare tools, study different theories, or track anything across multiple sources, you click this and Notebook LM pulls the relevant data from all your documents and builds you a clean comparison table. You can export that directly to Google Sheets. And it is completely free. The one limitation is that Notebook LM works best when you already have your sources. It does not replace the research stage. It organizes what you have already found. That is where Elephas has the edge, because Elephas handles both the research stage and the writing stage in one place. Now, those 2 tools cover writing and research. But what about staying organized across all your assignments, deadlines, and group projects? There is a tool built for exactly that, and most students are already using a version of it, just not the AI-powered version. That tool is Notion AI. If you have ever used Notion to take notes, the AI layer sits right on top of your existing workspace. It reads everything you have stored, your class notes, your project plans, your deadlines, and helps you make sense of it all. The Smart Summary feature is where students get the most value. Paste in a long lecture note or a dense reading. Notion AI condenses it into a short, clean version you can actually study from. It also has a writing assistant built in. So if you are stuck on a project proposal or a group report, you can start the draft right inside the same app where you keep all your notes. No switching tabs, no copy-pasting between tools. At $10 a month, it sits slightly above Elephas in price, but it covers a different use case. Notion AI is for organization, Elephas is for writing and knowledge building. Serious students often end up using both. There is one thing worth mentioning, though. A few users have flagged that Notion's billing system can be confusing. One wrong click during a plan upgrade, and you can end up on a more expensive tier. Worth watching out for. So now you have writing handled, research organized, and notes under control. But what happens when you hit a topic you genuinely do not understand and no amount of notes is fixing it? This next tool was built for that specific problem. Tutor.ai works differently from every other tool on this list. You do not bring your notes to it, you bring a topic. Type in anything you are trying to learn, and Tutor.ai builds a complete 10-module course around it in minutes. Each module has its own lessons. You can tell it to simplify a concept, give you more detail, test you with a quiz, or let you ask follow-up questions until it actually clicks. It is $10 a month, and it is built for people who are behind on a topic and need to catch up fast, or for anyone learning something completely new with no background in it. The honest limitation is that it does not connect to your existing notes or research. It generates its own content, so it works best as a standalone learning tool, not as part of your broader academic workflow. For the workflow side of things, Elephas and Notebook LM are still doing the heavier work. There is one more tool worth knowing about, and it solves a problem that sounds simple, but wastes more student time than almost anything else. It is called Tomedes Image to Text Converter, and it is completely free. The problem it solves is this. You have a photo of your handwritten notes. You have a scanned page from a textbook. You have a PDF that will not let you highlight or copy anything. You need that content in editable text form. Normally, you type it out manually. Tomedes skips all of that. You drag in the image or PDF, and it pulls out the text accurately. It supports most common image formats, and it even cleans up low-quality scans before processing them. For students who take handwritten notes in class and then need them digitized for editing or sharing, this is a genuine time saver. It is not a complex tool. It does one thing and it does it cleanly. And because it is free, there is no reason not to have it in your toolkit. So here's how these 5 tools actually fit together. Tomedes handles the conversion work. Tutor AI handles the learning gaps. Notion AI keeps everything organized. Notebook LM makes your research searchable and visual. And Elephas sits in the middle of all of it, building on your knowledge, writing from your sources, and keeping your data offline and private. Most students are using none of these at full potential. The ones who figure out how they work together are going to finish assignments faster, write better papers, and actually understand the material deeper. If you want to know more about how Elephas specifically handles the writing and research side, the link is in the description. Start with the free version and see how it fits your workflow.